Hi, everybody. So, I feel like this is going to be one of my most authentic sharings I have had since day one, since the whole time. And I don't really know where to start or what to say, or I'm not even gonna look at myself here. Because I'm so terrified. I'm nervous. The terror is starting to settle a little bit because I've been kind of feeling it for the past few days, and I've just been like allowing it to be there. And you know, I've been doing a lot of connecting today, and so much is starting to get realized, and I don't even know. I have really kind of slowed down on all of this work, on meditating, on taking these videos seriously, on creating, and I have really allowed myself to continuously get smaller and smaller for different reasons. Like, I'm going on Facebook every day for long periods of time and playing games on my phone again, and I'm doing these things for like some weird reason. I don't even know why I'm doing it, because it's not for validation. Like, I'm not posting anything, I'm just like looking, and it's really super weird. And I'm just starting to realize how addicted I am to being small, and how everyone knows me this way. And I'm starting to expand. And my mom has not really said anything about my deck. And so many people are loving it so much. And I know it's so powerful, and I was working with it today. It was so much of exactly what I needed to hear, and I could feel it so inside of my body. I could feel it activating so many things within me. Just the words, just reading it, just sitting with how beautiful the cards were. It's so powerful. But to really go forward with everything, it just feels like if I stay where I'm at, then I might be able to salvage what I have. And I can stay where I'm at while still doing this, because I can still sell decks every once in a while. Like, it'll grow organically. I'll be able to do workshops every once in a while, and those will be booked. And you know, everything's starting to grow organically, and everything's starting to get flow, and it's really beautiful and amazing. But if I stay at this comfort level, then I can still salvage something. Like, the thing is that I have lost every single person in my family. I have 4 sisters, none of them talk to me. I have one brother, he doesn't talk to me, but he's young. So I'm not really too worried about that relationship, because he's young and in his element, and growing and expanding himself and on his own journey. And so, like, nothing has been ruined there necessarily, but you know, bridges have been burned with everybody else. And the thing is that the bigger I get, the less likely I am to take shit and to continue going in directions that make me feel bad. And I don't know. If I stay where I'm at, then I can keep what I have. And it can be okay. And I can still have what I think is success because it's better than what I've experienced before. But I know that it can be so much bigger. I started writing the introduction to my book, and it was so powerful, and I started realizing that my deck is pretty much obsolete without it. And my deck needs a companion so much, and it's so much more than just like a deck and then a workbook. It's the book. It's the book that what it is, and then the deck's the companion. So it's so much bigger than what I've thought that it was going to be. And when I started creating the cards, at first it was just like, well, I just want to create a deck of compliments. And then it became like exercises and so much more. And I'm in this space where like I can feel my body wanting to be so much bigger. But there's so much out here that's like, no, we can't have that. Because we have lost so much and we can't lose more. And I didn't realize how much this is really hurtful. I feel like the biggest disservice our parents have ever given us is that need for validation from them specifically. And that's all they do. That's all we do as parents. Even peaceful parenting doesn't teach them to get love, to receive love from within. In fact, peaceful parenting teaches validation more so than regular parenting. Like, whatever regular parenting is. And it's the biggest disservice that we can do for kids. This is the worst feeling. Feeling like I am absolutely stuck here. That I don't want to move. Because if I move anymore, I might lose my mom. And when I say lose, like, I literally mean, like, she might not ever want to talk to me. She might not want to be in my life. And I already feel like that is there to an extent. And I know it's all just in my mind. It's probably not real. She's helping me out so much with the baby, but that's, yeah. So, it's just, this is a really hard place to be in for me. But while it's really difficult, I'm here and I'm sitting with it, and I can finally be like, oh, okay, well, I could finally be present with this, and I can finally love this part of me, and I can finally start, this whole time, even though I've had times of feeling like I can't do it anymore, feeling like I don't want to do it anymore, feeling like I just want to give up, like I don't want to meditate anymore, like I don't want to do these videos anymore. I've been thinking all of these thoughts for like a week, and it's starting to get on me, and I just keep pushing through, because I know deep down, because I know I can feel it in here, that this is so much more important than what I'm giving it credit to, and I'm just feeding into my ego. I'm feeding into my mind. And I think we're allowed to have lapses like that. Those lapses are what really helps us grow more. They give us more opportunities. So that's completely normal. So I haven't done my meditation yet tonight. And I'm feeling like I'm going into it with new eyes. With a fresh outlook. Who knows what can happen? You just really have no idea. I don't think my mom would ever leave me high and dry like other people in my family. And maybe those relationships, they want to say that it was all me. And so maybe it is. I don't know. I mean, I've tried taking responsibility and tried apologizing and tried doing everything in my power to be the better person. And I've just recently, within the past few months, decided I'm not going to do that anymore. And it was really hard because it will probably never talk to them again in the near future. Or, yeah, at least right now. One of my sisters, it's been years. And then one of them I was really, really close with and I really loved a lot. I still really love her. And I miss her. And the fact that she thinks I'm such a horrible person is devastating to me. And I just don't want my mom to think that about me just because I'm following my dreams. And being authentic. Doing what I love. It's really painful. But it's living in a reality that's not real. That hasn't happened yet. I have no idea why she doesn't. I feel like I could talk about this forever, but I've already been talking for 13 minutes, so I don't know. But I have no idea why she isn't reacting the way that I want her to. It's all about expectations here. Feeling like I need her to approve of me in some way. But, I mean, how can I expect her to do that? We can't expect anybody to do that. And I have no idea. If I become a best-selling, which that's extremely possible, like this deck is phenomenal and this workbook's going to be so powerful and transformational, and I'm unbelievably, I'm just amazed at what's coming out of me. And I know that it's extremely possible, and it's always been my dream to be on Ellen. And that's possible. In here, within here. If I just open myself up to it. But what would that mean? And I have no idea what that answer is. but I'm assuming that it's going to mean, because because up until this point, me being on this path, that's all that has ever happened to me. I've lost everybody. There have been times in my life where all I had was me and my husband. That's it. And it's getting to that point again. It has been kind of for the past few years, like 2 years, with various friends that have stayed. But for the most part, it's just been me and him. So I'm holding on to some alternate reality that's continuing to make me small so that I don't lose everything. And I've been talking about this the whole experience. This whole meditation experience, that's been like the biggest theme is. But I think I could feel like my mom hasn't really responded to the deck at all. And I could feel that heaviness of, what if she leaves me like everybody else? In my family specifically. Because my friends, those are people that come and go. Really. I have really grown past that, so it's like really getting to the root of all of this, and it's big. So 17 minutes, nobody's probably watching. That's okay. And I appreciate those of you that are watching. Once again, that's another assumption. Do this. This is what I do. And this is what staying in your mind does. It just creates like this neurotic false sense of reality. And it's so frustrating. I've been like off of the wagon for 2 weeks, it feels like. Just trying to plug away as much as I possibly can while still being in my head. Because connecting to my heart, all of these possibilities, it's scary. It's too scary for me. I'm expanding too much. Oh, I gotta slow down. It's ridiculous. For what reason? I'm sorry, Mom, but I have to do this. And I'm really scared. But there's more love within me than there is for anybody else, even my mom. And I have to keep connecting to that. That's more important. So there's all of these thoughts going on in my head. I feel like I could talk for hours. I'm going to go meditate and talk in my mind and start working through this. Like as if it's some problem that my mind is creating. And it's not. My mind is creating this false problem. It's not really a problem. It's just what my mind thinks. And in here, it's just like, I just want to create. Let's just do this. Like there's nothing holding me back. There's nothing holding me back except what I think is holding me back. I think this thing is holding me back. It wants to create these feelings of holding me back. But it's just not true. It's just not the case. Because I can connect to here, I can connect in my heart and feel it. No, I just want to write. I just want to spend time writing. I just want to give. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new revolutionary concept. I'm sure. I don't know. We'll see. Bye. I'll see you guys.